Hello everybody, my name is Skabbard. Welcome to a channel update. It's time to talk. Just you and I here for a minute. I haven't done this in a very long time, or have I ever even done this? Now that I think about it, I think I've recorded a couple of these, but I can never quite muster the strength to just like squirt it out to you guys. That's disgusting. Anywho's, it's time for us to have a chat. We need to chat about what's going on, not only in my life, but with the channel and with everything. I think it's time that we have an update on my personal life and what are my goals and aspirations and quests, per se, for this channel. Let's start with me personally, because this channel is all about me and my life and how I'm happy, you know, so I'm going to college. I'm taking full-time credits at college at the local university here where I live. Having a good time. Really I actually just started classes. I took classes years ago, and then I just kind of was like, screw you guys, I'm not a part of this. It wasn't for me at the time, and I had to learn, grow up a little bit, you know, personally, find out who I is and all those things, and then that helped lead me to where I am today. And I'm going back to college. I plan on getting a degree in business, finance, and, you know, super boring stuff, lots of math and lots of just a whole lot of bullcrap that I don't necessarily want to do, but in my personal life and my goals and aspirations in my life as a greater whole, I think it'll help me in the future. For those of you who don't already know this, I am married. A wonderful woman named Whitney. She always runs away whenever she knows my camera's on, but one day I'll bring her here. Don't you worry, you'll see her. She's fantastic.
Wow, I look fantastic.
No, we look fantastic, and I mean really fantastic.
We've been married a year. Oh no, this is bad. October 30th, 2015. That's a year and a half-ish, right? No one tell Whitney I forgot, okay? No one tell her, okay? So that's my college life. In my business life, I work with my family company. We do development, construction, all sorts of stuff. What I mostly do is management of the day-to-day things, dumb paperwork. I'm shredding a lot of papers because we're moving offices now. You know, a lot of fun stuff. So a lot of my time and effort and mind power goes to trying to help with that and keeping everyone happy. And it is a family company, and so it's kind of fun to be able to be around my family and my brothers. But sometimes it can be a little bit stressful because there's family ties there. It really muddies the water of business. It makes things pretty difficult to do. And I love my wife so much, and I want to give her a wonderful life, and I want to provide everything I can for her, so that requires time, not because I feel forced, but because I want to. And so a lot of this pressure that I feel on myself as I punch the microphone is self-imposed, trying to make sure she's happy, trying to make sure I'm happy, trying to make those around me happy. And a lot of my life has been trying to make those around me happy, because I know if they're happy, then there's less contention. I kind of like to avoid conflict as much as possible. Anyway, that's a little bit of an info dump on my life. I'm sure you'll get more of it. If you have any other questions about the information in my life specifically, leave them in the comments in the down there's. And next time we do a channel update or a comments video, we'll of course go into those things and I can give you more details. But most of the intricate details I'll either not tell you because they're mine personally, or I'll just tell them on request. But let's get into details about the channel, my goals, my aspirations, what I intend to do in the near future, and of course in the long-term future. To start off, my goals and aspirations with all of this effort and time and money put into equipment and effort and brain power and doing things that I'm not comfortable with, like talking to an empty room by myself where I have no friends. It's not just me yelling at the top of my lungs at an empty room. Okay, there's more to it than that. I'll go into more detail with my upbringing later in life and not in this video. I don't want this video to be 200 million hours long. Okay, we're just gonna make this nice and short. Let's just say that situations that presented themselves made me want to have some kind of escape. And I'm not much of a reader. Anyone that knows I hate to read. I just can't do it. Just sitting there reading. Other than if it's dialogue in a video game, that's different. Old school Final Fantasies, you have all of my heart, all of my reading power. Thank you. You taught me how to read. Thank you. So to find a way of escape, I turned to these video games, and I turned to unknown, mystical, magical worlds where I had control, in a world that I wasn't able to control very much. To make a short story long, my parents separated and divorced, and ended up getting, both of them got remarried very quickly, and it was a whole thing. I was the youngest of 5. Both of my step-parents had 5 or 6 kids, and so we went from just 5 of us to just huge amounts of people, and now to this day, with Whitney being added to the bunch, it's 28 of us if we include siblings plus their spouses. There's a lot more of my life than you probably wanted to know, but here it is. It was really hard to try to be like, hey man, our parents are married. We're like 8 years old. We can be friends, right? It's kind of fun to be forced into that situation, but it makes you grow. We found that the one thing we all had in common was our desire to play games. And, you know, it started with the Sega, started with N64, specifically Super Smash Bros. Yeah, good times. And then the very first console that I bought, the very first, you know, gaming machine that I purchased was a GameCube. The bluish purple, I've actually got it in my garage still, but we bonded over Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was fantastic.
Fantastic.
It planted the seed of competitiveness that I have to this day, the need to win, the need to survive. And it allowed me to learn that if I gained skills and reflexes, and if I learned more about certain situations, I would be able to have control over those situations. And in a world where I didn't have control, that's exactly what I needed. Gaming was how I learned how to take control of situations, and it allowed me to be empowered in my everyday life with now school and the business that I've been doing and my real estate licensing that I ended up going and getting instead of going to school. And as everything in my life, it turns out that I can all lead it back to those years where I learned that I could have control. And even though I didn't have control of my parents, even though I couldn't control who my new family was, gaming and the games that I played empowered me to feel strong in my life. And I've continued this fun hobby of gaming throughout my life, and it's just been so much fun, and it really has empowered me. So to get back to the original idea, because this was not what I planned, goals and aspirations with the channel, with Skabbard27. I'll go over where I got my name later. One of you asked where I got my name, and I'll tell you guys later. As I said, I love gaming. It was a hobby and a way to escape and feel strong and empowered back in my youth. But now that I'm an adult, I'm 25 now, I decided with the help from my brother Mike that it was time to take control again of a certain aspect of my life, which was what I want to do for a career. And I want to do investing and real estate stuff, and being an American's great, searching for that American dream, right? But I also love playing video games, and I just have so much fun, especially being social. I turned into an extrovert because I wanted to just experience life with those around me, and that's what really brings me joy, are those people around me that I've placed. And those people still affect me on a day-to-day basis, and I spend time with them. My brother lives 7 doors down the street. My brother Mike, he's really important in my life, and you'll hear all about him, and you'll probably know more about him than you desire, but it's gonna be fun. I would absolutely love if I were able to turn this into a full-time job. The stars would align, a portal from the heavens would come down and bless me with this ability to turn this into something that could really be something. I would absolutely love that. I fully will admit that that is something that I hope happens. But until then, I'm having just a blast. I started doing this 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago, maybe? This has not been a quick, simple journey. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I have 629 videos, I think, as of like yesterday or something, up on YouTube. So until this becomes a real thing, I'm still gonna be needing my time to be spent on paying for the bills and helping my wife have a wonderful life that she deserves and paying for my college. And so I'm a very busy dude. I do all of normal life things, but I'm also throwing this in. And bless my wife, Whitney, for having the patience and the audacity to let me do this. And that's a big reason why I love her, is that she supports me no matter what. So, probably what you actually care about is what I'm going to be playing in the near future. I'm going to be trying to do these updates whenever I decide I should. But I want to keep you guys in the know of what's going on with me personally. I've given you kind of an overview today, but I want to give like more personalized, you know, what's going on the next month of my life in the future. And so I'm going to try to do these at the beginning of every month, and this is going to come out at the beginning of April, I think. I'm recording this on the 30th. I want to keep you guys updated. I want us to talk, you and I, a lot more often. I think you deserve it. As some of you may know, I'm playing a collaborative playthrough, multiplayer playthrough of The Forest with Red Stalker. Good guy. Go check him out if you haven't seen him, or just go watch my video, and the link is in the video to go to his channel. Great guy. We've been contemplating talking about doing ARK. We have a private server that we could hop on and we could have a lot of fun with. Things are a little bit modified because we all have other things in our life, you know, gather rates and stuff are higher. Look, if you've played vanilla ARK, you know it's such a grind, but move on from there. So that may be coming in the future. We're going to be doing some solo play, also random episodes of collaborative, like going and taming a quetz or something that requires more than one person. I'm playing For Honor on my own, and I've been contemplating putting that into the channel again. I did it during the closed alpha and the closed beta. I uploaded as much as I could record during the weekends that they allowed me access. But now that it's released, it's like everyone knows about it, and it's like, eh. And it's kind of become my sacred, my game. It's my selfish game. So I don't want to muddy, I don't want to adulterate my game with trying to be entertaining. And so I'm contemplating doing that. The game that everyone is talking about, all the streamers on Twitch are playing, Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. It is so good. I played a game last night just practicing because I want to. I've been doing live streams of it, but I actually want to record videos and edit it down to, you know, 15 minutes around, because it takes 25 to 30 minutes if you survive for quite a long time. And I want to kind of put the highlights in there, because a lot of just like sitting around in a hole waiting for people to walk past you and blast them. I got to 5th place last night, and I'm doing mostly solo play. I've only played one duo match. Did pretty well, but it's so much freaking fun. I love it. It's so good. So expect that, be it live streams on YouTube, be it recordings on YouTube, it'll be there. A lot of people have been asking me about Overwatch and Dead by Daylight. There was a time when the staple on my channel, was it about 9 months ago, a year ago? It was Dead by Daylight. And I did a lot of Dead by Daylight. I always played solo. I don't think I ever did any episodes playing with people. And it was a lot of fun. When it first came out, the glitches were funny, and I didn't necessarily like really rage if I lost, only a couple times. And it was a lot of fun to be the killer, but I prefer being the survivor because it requires sneaking around, and you know, you feel powerful when you escape, and you're just like, F you! But it got old to me, and I know that if people have asked me during the streams, hey, you're gonna play Dead by Daylight again, maybe. I'm gonna give you a definite maybe. Another game people are asking me about is Overwatch. I did a lot of beta Overwatch stuff. They gave me access during the beta. It was a whole lot of fun, and I loved the game, and I've played quite a bit. I've played competitive mode in all the seasons, and for the first 2 seasons, I think I did like, you know, 15 episodes or so for competitive seasons. I would have no problem doing Overwatch again. It just seems overdone, and I'm gonna keep it as a game I play for fun occasionally. Just like Heroes of the Storm, it's one of those games that it's just like, it's not my bread and butter, and it's fun to play, but am I the best? Absolutely not, but it's fun to play, and it's fun to yell and scream, and I've got friends that play Overwatch with me, and it's a lot of fun. So do I make it into something in the channel? I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm making these decisions based on my own personal desires and trying to be true to me and myself, because that's something that I made a promise to myself, that I would be true to myself. But I always want to know what you guys want to see. Do you want to see more Dead by Daylight? Do you want to see anything specific with Dead by Daylight? Do you want to see more Overwatch? What would you like to see with Overwatch? What other games would you like me to do? I have almost all games, and if you suggest it and I'm totally down to do it, then I'll absolutely do it. If I don't be offended. I am very curious what you guys want to do, because we're a group, we're a community. It's you and I out there in the world, in this harsh world. Just let me know all your questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to either answer them, or I'll take note of the questions to answer them in a future channel update or a reading your comments episode. I would absolutely love to be able to turn like a Thursday or a Friday or like a Monday and turn that into a reading your comments day, and I would get those comments from this video and other videos of questions and stuff. I think it would be a lot of fun to do that. However, being as small of a channel as I am right now, I don't have enough questions being asked. A lot of people are just spamming, hey, check out my channel, sub for sub. Hilarious, by the way. If you have any genuine concerns or questions, comments, jokes, absolutely tear me apart, throw them in the comments. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you liked the video, throw a like down. If you hate the video and everything I stand for and everything I've said, dislike it. It helps me too. It counts as an interaction, don't you worry. But let me know your thoughts, honestly. But no matter what, until next time, we will see you later.